Okay. Let me, look up here at the screen. I'm going to go through these real fast. I'm going to kind of randomly put your phone away. I'm already supposed to pick your phones up, but I was merciful for some stupid reason, but we'll see how it goes. To wash or to rinse. This is like dishes, I think is the word I'm looking for here. This word is, I don't know what's wrong with my computer. Spülen. Spülen. Okay. Visions to mop. Tidy and order. Yeah, I'll take ordentlich. Good. Ordentlich. Why is it doing this?
Wait, so is there going to be a lot of vocab on our test?
You'll need to know. You'll need to know these words for sure.
All of them?
Well, they're all fair game. It's kind of backwards. Let's skip that. Bazookin's where it comes from. Let's try to clear the table. Wow, it's so weird how slow it is.
Den Tisch abräumen.
Yeah, den Tisch abräumen, right. And there could also be das Zimmer aufräumen, to clean up a room, but this is clean off something like a table, but that's not the same one. Pan.
Die Pfanne.
Die Pfanne. Let me turn that off maybe. I don't know why it's so slow. Because I'm running Windows 2000 is why.
Ausfüllen.
Comes from ausfüllen, right? To invite. This comes from einladen. A stove.
Der Herd.
Der Herd. What's the opposite of opposite? What's connected to it usually?
Oven.
In German? Der Ofen. Yeah. Let's try the dryer. I don't know. The dryer.
Der Waschtrockner.
Good. Wäschetrockner. Okay. Let your phone right there. All right, I'll put it right there. Wäschetrockner, like laundry dryer, right? Let's pick one. Sheet.
That's Laken.
Laken. And filthy or dirty. Got a couple of words for this. Thank you. Guys, right here. Please pay attention. Dreckig. Or schmutzig. I'll take that too. What does this come from?
Ankommen.
Ankommen. What's a blanket? Die Decke. What's a duvet?
Die Bettdecke.
Bettdecke. Let me skip ahead a few here. Refrigerator.
Der Kühlschrank.
Der Kühlschrank. To iron.
Bugle.
Bugeln.
Bugle.
That might be in a couple times. Microwave. Mikrowelle. Danke. Mikrowelle. Toaster.
Der Toaster.
Der Toaster. To clean up.
Aufräumen.
Aufräumen. We have two verbs of abräumen, to clean off, and aufräumen, to clean up. Two different prefixes. What does this come from?
Oh, bedeuten.
Bedeuten is the main verb, to mean. It's a pigsty.
Oh, it's like,
Ein Saustall. Es ist ein Saustall. Good. To go out, ausgehen comes from what? What does it come from?
Ausgehen.
Ausgehen. Skip ahead a few more. To wipe, to mop.
Wischen.
This is wischen.
Yeah.
We had waschen, I think, already. And, or spülen, to mow. What about the actual iron itself? Bügeleisen, right? Das Bügeleisen is the actual thing you use. What's this thing here?
Der Iron.
Brett, Bügelbrett. And to explain, erklären is the verb, right? I did not. Didn't hear that.
So we have like 2 more weeks of something. It's Phil.
Punxsutawney Phil. Punxsutawney Phil. Yeah. Okay.
he saw a shadow, so it's more.
That really sucks.
He did indeed see a shadow, his shadow.
Yeah, that's more logic.
All right.
Yeah, I'm so-
Hold on, guys. Look up here on the board.
I don't know. Is that like a myth? Harry, is that like
It's a myth. It's not. It's pseudoscience.
It's 50% right, actually.
But so am I.
Yeah, me too.
It's either going to be longer winter or shorter winter. That's the great thing. That's why I will say to my deathbed that meteorology is not a science. You don't get to go into chemistry class and biology and say, well, my answer is that it's about a 50-50 chance that that result's going to come if we mix these two things together. You don't get to do that.
Yeah, you really don't.
There's a definite answer. Meteorology, you can say 50% all the time, 10%. You always give yourself a little out, you know? Unless it is snowing right now, a meteorologist on TV won't say 100% chance.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's a 90% chance. And then all of a sudden, oh, is it raining now? 100%.
100%.
Okay, look up here, please. This is, we got this a while ago, but I'm gonna add some stuff here on the board. And so, yeah, you know why we use, this is the past tense. We have a helping verb and we have a participle. You just told me some of those just a minute ago. It's just gonna, okay. So the first words that they gave us then was essen. And we're reading a story in my the German lit class. I think I told you it's Snow White, right?
And German
Schneewittchen. We're reading Schneewittchen, which is Snow White, and the Grimm brothers have some. Yeah, it's at that level up to 3. And there's a verb there that's aufessen. Let me get a better pen. Aufessen. Well, essen is to eat. What do you think? What does aufräumen mean? Aufräumen? Who's had it?
Clean up.
So what's aufessen?
To eat up.
Eat it up. That's right. That's right. That's right. Geez, I have any friends at work. Hello. You know, you pay 16 grand a year to go to school here, and your teachers don't even have a pen that can work. Here we go. Aufessen, to eat it up. And in fact, in the reference to this, it's talking about the queen or the stepmother, she's a queen though, tells the hunter to kill Snow White. And I know different than Disney, don't tell me what Disney says, but bring me Snow White's lung and liver as proof that she's dead. And he didn't kill her, he killed a wild boar. He couldn't kill Snow White.
That was so nice.
And he took out the boar's lung and liver, gave it to the queen. The queen had to cook the lung and liver in salt, and then she aufgegessen.
Ate it up.
Yeah. So what happened? Essen, we know what Essen becomes gegessen. Guys, please stay with me. Essen becomes gegessen. What does aufessen become?
Aufgegessen.
That's right. Aufgegessen. So we have the prefix here, that GE part that normally is part of the verb. Auf. So you'd say so. Die Königin, the queen, hat Schneewittchens Lunge und Leber aufgegessen. But it wasn't really her lung and liver. She thought it was Snow White's lung and liver. Snow White was very much still with her. Okay. So this is another one. I'm gonna pick ones that we can use here. Good. So those are regular verbs. Well, suchen is gesucht. Finden's irregular gefunden. Good. Yeah, kochen. From kochen, what's kochen mean? It said that. So it said, right. So a person who cooks things is called a cook. Der Koch. Because kochen's a verb to cook. So der Koch hat den Lunge und what's a Lunge? Lunge, what's her labor? What were the two things she had to bring Snow White? Lung and liver. Lunge und Leber in Salz.
And salt.
And at the very end comes this word gekocht. That's what a cook does. He cooks things. So can you imagine? That's like the cook's in on this thing. Like, you want me to cook this lung and liver? You want to eat it? Okay. You're the queen. So kochen, this is past tense. I don't know of any verbs that get built onto that one. So kocht, sucht, hat gekocht. Good. Moving ahead here. You know how to do this already, so I'm skipping past it. Okay. Good. So, gelaufen. Right. So, laufen, what's laufen mean? To run. And it's irregular. What's the past participle? Sorry? Gelaufen. Actually, ist gelaufen, it's a design verb because it shows motion. But maybe if I want to go, and I doubt that I would, but I might want to go running with you someday in the future, maybe. That would be mitlaufen. Girls, be quiet. So what will be the past part? Girls, be quiet. What's the past participle of this word? Mitlaufen.
Mitgelaufen.
Again?
Mitgelaufen.
Mitgelaufen. Am I wasting my time? You guys know this already? I mean, it's okay. You know what? I don't want to.
Well, actually, you know.
Okay, that sounds like you do. Mitgelaufen. So I'd say, Herr Weaver ist, mit der Klasse mitgelaufen. Yeah. He ran along with the class. Probably far behind you, but ist mitgelaufen. I see fahren coming up here. So we can do the same thing with fahren. What's the participle of fahren? To drive?
Fahren.
Nine. What's the past? We have gelaufen, mitgelaufen. What's
Fahren.
Geführt.
no? Gefahr. Yes.
Gefahren.
Maybe you don't know. Ist gefahren. No one said that. Actually, I was listening.
I didn't say if, I said Gefahren. Same.
Heard Gefahrt, a lot of
No,
farts.
I said
A lot of farts. I heard farts, but no gefahren. But maybe somebody, if you say that you drove into something, like not like a wreck, but like you drove into a tunnel or something like that, that would be, or even onto a entrance ramp, onto a no, I got a better one. When you exit off the highway, what's that? I just used the word exit. In German, there's a word, the verb for that is ausfahren. And
Oh, because you're driving off.
right, onto a regular city street or something. So what would be the past participle of ausfahren?
Ist.
Yes, good.
Ausgefahren.
No.
Yeah.
You guys all told me you knew it.
Ausgefahren.
Thank you. Ausgefahren. Now, the word for the actual noun and exit off of a highway is the Ausfahrt. So all up and down the highway, there are two ramps coming and going on and off the highway. The Ausfahrt and the Einfahrt. Entrance and exit. You want to hear a story with my granddad? Yeah, I know. My granddad, yes, my granddad, he's gone now. He's been gone for a while. We're good. He's good now. He went to Germany back in the late 50s. He's an engineer. And he was helping, there was some rebuilding stuff, and he worked for Germany and was there for a little while. But the first time he got there, they're on the highway, on the Autobahn. And the Autobahn. And that's where you'd see this word Ausfahrt or Einfahrt. And he said he kept seeing these signs that said, like, there was obviously an exit saying Ausfahrt, Ausfahrt, Ausfahrt. Of course it said that. He said to the driver, this guy was picking him up at the airport, he said, man, I've heard of Hamburg and Munich and Berlin, but this city of Ausfahrt must be huge. He thought it was a city he had never heard. Because it just goes on for miles and miles and miles. Well, he had to explain it. That's not what it was. But okay, that's bring a bit of my granddaddy in class. All right, ausfahren. And the same thing's true with einfahren, like to enter a highway would be ist eingefahren, right? Because fahren's always going to have that gefahren participle to it. Okay. Past all this. Good. Helfen. Let's try a bit. Oh, singen. Look what happens to singen. What happens to it? It's on the board.
Gesungen.
Okay. So what if I make this word mitsingen?
Mitgesungen.
Mitgesungen. So die Klasse hat mitgesungen. Yeah? Not just the teacher singing a solo, but or the director singing a solo, but die Klasse hat mitgesungen. They sang along. Yeah. Mitgesungen. Let's find another one here. That's a good one. Nehmen, that's a weird one. Nehmen changes, look at the irregularity there. Nehmen becomes, right, genommen. So it drops this H and adds an M, makes the E and O. It's really weird. Genommen. But there's another verb. This means to take. To take. Teil is a part. Part, P-A-R-T. Nehmen, to take. This other verb is teilnehmen. What is teilnehmen? Or a person can be a teilnehmer on a project or something. If teil means part, what's teilnehmen? Again? Yeah, what's nehmen is to take. So what would it be in English?
Take part.
To take,
Part.
to take part, like you're
Oh,
like a participant, right? You guys follow me? Even in English, the word participant has P-A-R-T at the beginning. Participant. But since nehmen becomes genommen, what does teilnehmen become?
teilgenommen.
It becomes genommen.
Teilgenommen.
Teilgenommen. So we could say, die Klasse hat mitgesungen und Herr Weaver hat teilgenommen. He participated too. Okay? So all of you sang along and someone else took part as well. He was a participant. He participated, maybe would be a good translation. Good. Gehen is good. What's gehen become?
Gegangen.
Gegangen is a sein verb, right?
Yeah.
So gehen gegangen is gegangen. Let's think of we have ausgehen, ausgegangen already on our quiz. I'm thinking of another. There might be just a couple really, if I think about it. Ausgehen. Angehen. Yeah. Let's just use that one. Let's just say mitgehen. What would mitgehen become? To go along. Mitgehen would become what? Mitgegangen. And it's still a sein verb. Okay. Mitgesungen is not a sein verb. Teilgenommen is not a sein verb. But these other three are. Now this is just like theory. Let's put it in some sentences though. Let's say mitgegangen. Let's make that into a sentence. It's a sein verb. Let's give it a subject like Page blank zur Party blank. Now I want to use mitgehen here. What's going to go in the last blank?
Mitgegangen.
Say it again.
Mitgegangen.
Mitgegangen. And what's going to go next to the helping verb going to be? No. Ist. Right. What if I made it two people? Paige und Eva. What would that be then? Seid? No. Sind. That's the right form of sein for two people. Paige und Eva sind zur Party mitgegangen. Good. Let's try Ausfahren. And I'll talk about my granddad again. Der Opa blank mit dem Auto so what's going to go at the end of the sentence? I'm using Ausfahren here to exit. Ausgefahren, and what's going to be the helping verb?
Is it haben or sein?
Ist, right? Because this is one person, right? If I said der Opa und ich, or der Opa und mein Onkel, then it's going to be sind. What if I added a third or fourth or fifth person? Still sind, right? Let's try one with teilnehmen because it's a haben verb. Let's say der Lehrer und die Studenten blank mit dem Projekt. What's a project? If you have the word, right? Mit dem Projekt, and then we'll say, and I want to use teilnehmen. What's going to go in the last blank? Teilgenommen, participated. But I got a teacher and students, I don't know how many, but at least two, maybe at least three, I guess, but people all together. And this is not a sein verb, right? It's a haben verb, so what form of haben am I going to use? Anyone else? What form of haben am I going to use? What form of haben am I going to use? It's a teacher and students, plural. Full verb, kids, haben. Yes, I know, I was trying to get more people to engage. Just so everyone knows, Ava wants credit for getting it right, and she did get it right before you, so you did. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right, just want to make, and you got it right before her, so I'm not sure who took from whom, but I'm just kidding. Der Lehrer und die Studenten haben, so on a test, like the one on Friday, haben, blank, and then this past participle with the prefix, teilgenommen. Okay, will you close your computer, please? All of you? Close it. Oh, don't have your own computer.
Sorry, I was.
Close it down, please. Good. Okay. Let's do one here where one of our other words we have. Okay, ausgehen. What's ausgehen become?
Ausgegangen.
Good. So let's say I'm making some people. Maria und Hans blank in die Disco.
Went to the disco?
Yeah.
What is a disco?
Place where you dance.
You put in the last one, ausgegangen.
Yes, so I did. So what's ausgehen become? Say it again.
Ausgegangen.
Ausgegangen. How many people are going out?
Two.
Sounds like a nice evening.
Ooh.
What would it be?
Hot.
No, it's a sein verb.
Oh, sind.
Sind, right. Maria und Hans sind in die Disco ausgegangen. Have to hear about that on Monday, okay? Right.
Oh,
I'm sure it's exciting. Good. Let's look at a couple more. We've done plenty with. Yeah.
yeah.
So what's trinken?
Drink.
And what's it become?
Getrunken.
Getrunken. There's a verb in German. If you drink everything in your glass of, soda or water or whatever it is, or soda water, tonic water, that's called austrinken.
You drink all
You drink everything in the glass. You drink it out. What would be the past participle of austrinken? Ausgetrunken. Let's use Max here. Say, Max, blank, das Glas Wasser. What's Wasser?
Wash.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big glass though.
So you do
Max hat das, Max blank das Glas Wasser. What? We're going to the last blank here.
Ausgegangen.
9.
Ausgetrunken.
Ausgetrunken. Girls, play with me. And what helping verb would he use? Is that a sein verb?
Is.
Is trinken a sein verb?
No.
So it has to be one of, yes.
Haben. Is.
So what form of haben does Max get?
Hot.
Max hat das Glas Wasser ausgetrunken. Yeah? Sure. Max is an athlete. He's been working out. He's practicing. He's thirsty. He just drank the whole glass of water. Of course, that's the way it's usually used in Germany about water. Well, or things that have water as an ingredient in them. You know, things that have water in them. Right, well, that's true. We all do. We're more water than anything. We're like fruits and vegetables. You don't eat vegetables?
I'm just kidding.
You gotta have some.
That's
You gotta mix them up. You know what? I don't like vegetables that much either, Millie, but
Millie literally eats them every day.
do you really?
For this morning.
But Millie, you know, because I don't really like veggies that much. But you know what I did? I bought a juicer,
Oh, she made your smoothie.
and I can eat things I would never eat, like just raw. Like I throw carrots in there, I throw tomatoes in there, maybe a couple slices of apple in there, and then sweeten it up a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
So good. I love smoothies. I make some good smoothies every morning. Lost it.
How much have you lost
I'm
now?
like 53 pounds now.
Woo, Weaver! That's so much.
Since the second week of August,
Wait, what did you say?
before school started.
53. That's close to my birthday.
Not kilos, pounds. Kilos would be more. Aren't there 2 kilos to, no, what is it? 2 pounds to a kilo? About, no, I know. You know, Chloe, because you know how I know that? Because I used to get in the elevators in Germany and I always looked like the weight limit, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Don't gotta worry anymore. Not worry about that anymore.
Nope.
Sometimes people would look at me when we got in the elevator together, like strangers, like trying to like size me up, like maybe I'll take the next elevator. No. Ah, come on. All of it's encouragement.
That's okay again.
Austrinken. That's one of the reasons I had to lose weight was because of Austrinken. What does it mean?
Water. Drinking the stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Drinking everything. Drink all your water. Or
Here's one there. Bringen, we haven't talked about. It was one of our words, though, I think.
gebracht.
Good. Bringen, gebracht. What about,
Mitgebracht.
thank you. Mitbringen is mitgebracht. Let's do a sentence there. Let's say, Herr Weaver. Girls, please. Girls. Herr Weaver, blank ketchup. Zum Picnic. I'm going to abbreviate here. Blank. He is picnic. Herr Weaver, W is we. Herr Weaver, blank ketchup. Zum Picnic. What's the past tense of mitbringen? Girls, what's the past participle? Mitgebracht, danke. Is mitbringen a sein verb?
No.
So, what's the helping verb of Herr Weaver? Just like ausgetrunken, hat. Right. Some people are confused about this. I noticed on maybe the last test, that whenever you call somebody, you talk about someone like Herr Weaver, Frau, whoever, you want to use the full form of the verb because you think it's a formal situation. It's not though. Only when you use the pronoun, capital S-Z. Only then. But I understand the confusion because this is a person maybe you would refer to that way. But this just counts as third person singular. Okay? Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, I know it.
Tomorrow, I'll be looking online also. And then on our email. And then on
We should make a video on
Thursdays. And then on Thursday, we'll have more review. Okay? Thursday, more review.
I like it.
And Friday's the test. Friday's the test. And then moving on. What time's class out? Are we almost done?
We have 8 minutes left.
Oh, that's pretty good, huh?
May I get my color back on really quick?
Yeah. All of you are like, you're like alcoholics at a 12-step meeting.
No, I have.
Can I just have one more drink?
No, I have one more question.
One more high. One more drink.
I have one more question.
One more buzz. One more endorphin rush.
Look at this ball. She's feeling so cute. Walking on the Sellefield golf. Ken, we just lost it. I don't see I did 50%.
So, auf Wiedersehen.